Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Legally Melanin podcast. My name is Hanny.
My name is Esther.
My name is Liz.
And this is Binti.
Thank you for listening to our very first episode. So, just before we get started, wanted to check in with everybody. How's everyone going? Especially with this whole lockdown still happening here in Melbourne.
It is what it is.
I mean, we can't go anywhere, so.
Annie, how have you been doing?
Been surviving. I'm in survival mode at the moment. So trying to take each day as it comes and no much expectation. Trying to be gentle on myself, mentally, physically, and emotionally. So just waiting for the Rona to go away.
And how's the exercise? You took up new exercise, so how's that treating you?
Yeah, for the very first time ever in my 30 plus years, I've hit the gym, yes.
And how about Esther? How are you going?
It's good. It is what it is, and we move, you know.
We can't fight it, so might as well just join it.
No, I know. It's just funny.
Well, Liz, how is Rona?
Oh, it's good.
Actually, can I say something?
I'm sure.
Something that's been so good for me lately. Something that I find, it was only introduced to me yesterday. I only just started using it yesterday. The hoodie.
Nice.
The hoodie I've got on right now. It is cold as heck, but I feel really warm.
I know. It looks very warm as well.
Like, it is very warm, honestly.
I can attest to that because I've got one.
Yeah.
It's very warm.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Then also, as of yesterday, I went to the post office and I bought some Nana socks, those kind of winter.
Nana socks?
Yeah.
Oh, like the woolly.
Yeah, the granny
Oh,
socks.
nice. I love
Yeah, the granny socks. I don't know the right name.
No, I love those socks.
Oh, yeah, I've got one right here.
Have you guys ever considered, do actual grannies and nanas, do they call the socks granny or nana socks?
I don't
Probably
think I've
not.
actually heard them call it that. They just say,
haven't,
can I
no.
have my socks?
Exactly. I've worked with older people, majority, like for many, many years. I've never heard a single person call it nana socks or granny socks.
Me either.
I think that's what us younger people or whatever call them. This is ageism.
Wow.
Don't bring that here.
No, but seriously though, like nana socks, who calls it that except for us? Millennials.
No.
Millennials are the ones that call it nana socks and granny socks.
I introduced the
Some
term.
baby boomers as well.
And you introduced the term now, okay?
Yeah, so
Nanny socks.
You
Nice.
didn't introduce the term, honey. Hello.
yeah, they're really comfy. I got them at $4. This is the best ever thing I've ever owned for $4.
You've never owned a granny socks before,
No.
for the lack of a better term?
No, I always go to Kmart, so
Really?
Oh, wow.
Kmart
Kmart
is
sells it for
almost
like-
on the same level anyway.
no.
They sell it for like $4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, wow, this is the best thing which has ever happened to me in wintertime in Melbourne. I love them.
Do you know what you
In
can
winter
do after
time.
this? You can then go and add the granny slippers. And then you walk around your house with your robe, the long robe with you, like one of the ropes like dangling after you as you walk away. And then your son is Aiden. Shout out Aiden. Hey Aiden. And Aiden is like saying, hey Nana.
Oh, yeah.
I've been at home. I've literally not been doing anything, guys. I haven't gone to a post office or bought socks.
You need to get out of the house, Binti, honestly. I'm telling you. You're like a hermit. I mean,
I am.
Coming from a hermit.
I
Coming from
am.
a class A hermit. You're more of a hermit than I have been during
am.
this whole Miss Rona.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I am. I mean, the only place I go to is the shops, and I haven't gone to the shops in I think 2 weeks.
I mean, we can't really go anywhere else right now, especially between the times of 8 and 5.
Exactly, and it's 5 kilometers. Where am I going?
You can go to Kmart.
No, Kmart is too far. I can't even. Oh my god!
At least I can still go to Kmart. It's exactly 5k away from me.
Oh, that's actually so lucky.
That works out.
Wow.
Yeah, speaking of which,
Yes.
I was having a conversation with my sister, phone conversation, and she said, oh my God, by the time we get out of this lockdown, I'm not so sure if I'll be able to walk longer distances. I'm like, what do you mean? Or like,
I get it.
the only walking I do is from the couch to the fridge.
Fridge?
Back to the
Yes.
And to the TV.
I get it. Honestly, I concur.
Literally.
I didn't really walk before, but now I have a better excuse.
Oh my gosh.
So, okay, during lockdown, I haven't been able to, walk a long distance, and there's no point. I just can't anymore.
Yeah.
I get it. Speaking of which, something else is going to be really hard to do when we do get back. Look at me pointing my finger. When we do get back into society, wow, where are we?
We're not in society right now.
Socializing.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
God, that's
excited
so
to
true.
actually get back into that,
I'm actually not. I'm scared.
Actually, same,
because I'm just thinking everyone. I mean, before this, I was a germaphobe, and now I'm just like, everyone is walking around with Rona situation on their body. Don't touch me. Don't even look at me.
I
Don't breathe
know.
next
With
to
that,
me.
you're actually more like vigilant, like, oh my God, has this place been cleaned? Or like, oh, what's going on here? Like, you want to be extra safe. But at the same time, like, you got to be safe. But if you keep thinking about it repeatedly, you're not going to enjoy yourself outside.
Yeah, but this is what people
I
don't
know.
worry. You're not the first person to tell me that my therapist has told me that same thing before. I'm not listening to all of that. I don't care. I want to be clean. Have you seen how filthy people can be?
Of course. Who hasn't?
Have you seen people sneeze and then touch the handrail? This is
Ew,
why
yes.
I try not to ever touch anything on public transport. And when I do, my hand is literally up in the air until I get off and use my hand sanitizer.
You could be falling for all you care. You wouldn't hold the
I don't
handrail.
care. I don't mind. I've fallen a couple of times. I don't mind falling. I don't care.
And luckily, you don't
mean,
have a child because when
Oh
I try
my
to go out with
gosh.
Aiden, as soon as you say, do not touch anything, it's like
It touches.
saying, touch everything. So
Like, go ahead,
like, I
touch it.
literally go everywhere. And like,
Yeah.
there is the Rona situation, boy. But yeah,
It
but
just
that's life.
touches it.
But literally,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to going back to community. I miss the run, the rush in the morning, like school drop-offs.
You missed that?
I do.
You miss that.
I do miss that.
Wow.
Like catching the metro. I really miss that.
No.
No. I'll
Yeah.
never miss
No.
catching public transport. I'm sorry.
I do. I miss going into work, like, the rush 9 o'clock,
Actually, yeah,
getting
I
through the
agree
gates
with
of work
Annie.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Going
Oh no, I
downstairs.
hate waking up. I hate waking up at 9 of no way.
No, I miss going into work and
Yeah.
actually like
Yeah,
the
seeing
rush.
people.
Yes, it gets really busy, but that rush, obviously, this corona has really.
Oh, can we
Helped
try
us.
not to say that word? It's like a censored word.
Oh, true.
What, Corona?
Because they're censoring. Yeah, and what a rebel! And you just said
Yeah,
it.
because I'm like,
YouTube
what
has been
word?
censoring videos that says
Oh.
those kind of words. And our podcast goes on to. By the way, listeners, our podcast goes on to use which channel. Anyway, as you were, Elizabeth.
This Rona period has actually made everyone slow down because like you're going out, everybody is rushing. No one takes time to actually listen, look, and do all that stuff. But these days, everyone has calmed down.
Yeah, Binti's
I'm
pointing-
laughing because it's literally my dream situation. I'm actually so slow, so this is
Yeah,
perfect.
you're like a snail.
I don't rush. I was preparing for this situation, okay? I've been preparing for this situation.
preparing. That's what I was saying. Like this situation, I know this is terrible. Honestly, let's not. Okay, we do understand that a lot of calamities, a lot of bad things that are happening in the world, especially things caused by this whole situation. Do you know what I mean? We're not making any light of all those situations as well. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I just want to say this. Can I say this?
Yes.
I feel like this period is for me.
Oh my gosh.
It's for what?
Again,
For
not
her.
the actual pandemic. I'm talking about the lockdown situation. So, I mean, what other situation could be happening that would they would introduce lockdown for? I don't know. Let's think of something else that's less. No, not a pandemic. Something else that's less. What's the word? Damaging or life
society,
ruining or
yeah.
whatever. But the fact that we've had to be confined into our own.
It's
Oh, God,
literally,
this is gonna sound
I can
bad.
relate. It's literally a
Do you
perfect
know what I mean?
situation.
You
Esther.
guys know, every time you tell me that let's go somewhere, what's my first response?
It's like,
Nothing to
I
wear.
don't want to have to figure out what to wear. I don't
want to
want
put my
I
makeup
don't
on.
know. Exactly.
I don't want to show my arm in that. I don't want to do this. I don't want to put on makeup. I don't want to do all of that. And
Exactly,
now
yep.
my response is going where in this pandemic? Esther, do you want to help me get water from what in this pandemic? I'm not doing none of that. That's what I'm trying to say.
it's such a
love
good
working
excuse.
from home.
I love it.
all of this. I mean, thank you, Jesus.
I'm
but,
so over it. Working from home, no. I miss
Yeah.
my chai lattes from the cafe downstairs at work.
Oh, you can make your own.
No, and
Just
then
buy it from Aldi.
I miss the people.
Audi. And if I'm not at the same in that level, we just love going out and socializing. So
So
I feel like I'm
they could
losing my
see our
mind.
faces right now. The way Binti and I is just like, like something
Things like,
stinks.
I'm so over it, God.
It gets too much. Yes.
Someone should come up with a vaccine. I thought there were lots of.
They have actually. They are
As a
introducing. They are
testing.
testing a vaccine
Yeah,
currently.
I wish one of us
aren't they?
was,
Oh.
a researcher, but luckily we're just lawyers. So
Would you take the
Luckily, she
vaccine?
said.
Luckily, we're not lawyers yet, by the way, please. Would you take the vaccine?
yes, I'll be one of the very first people to line up to take up the vaccine.
Do you take flu vaccine?
I won't
Yes,
be
I
the
do.
first. I'll just
I
say
do.
that. I won't be the maybe after like the 20th.
You won't be the first because you'll still be at home trying to get out of bed.
Okay, true, but also I want to make sure that it actually works. So I'm
Yeah,
not.
that's
Yeah,
it. That's true, Binti. Look at you.
I'm not going to be first in line. No way.
Mm.
No.
Wow. So you guys would take, as in, I mean, why did I say it like that? Like I wouldn't consider it. It's just, I haven't even taken a flu vaccine yet.
I used to. I haven't this
I mean,
year.
I've had flu vaccine once. So I don't know. I don't know. I think if it's going to be like a reoccurring virus or something, kind of like something like how flu is situated, it would be necessary to take it. I'm definitely not an anti-vaxxer. I mean, I'm a nurse, because a lot of vaccines are necessary for us. And even if I wasn't a nurse, I believe vaccines
It does
do
work.
help.
Yeah.
The main thing that might put me at the end of the line to get the vaccine, and I'm going to be honest with you right now. I mean, I know you know, but everyone that's listening, it's my fear of needles.
So I
I don't like them. I don't mind giving them. I just can't take it. Even to check my bloody blood sugar level, it takes me a long time to just push the button. By blood, I'm talking about like checking my ketone level and whatnot. I that's it. If they can figure out a way to give me the vaccine without it being a needle, I would be the second in line behind Binti.
No, I'm 20th. No, behind Hanny. Hanny is first.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I'm scared of needles, but in this situation, I have no option. I really would be the very first person to go and get a needle. Because
Hanny is inspiring.
It's like I want to leave my house.
Yes, I want to leave.
Oh, I guess if they do say that if you don't get the vaccine, you can't leave your house. Can you imagine if they made that law and say if you don't get the vaccine, you're not allowed to leave your house?
I'll take it.
I feel like that's something they would do.
you'll be saving on
but
fuel.
Can you see that happening?
I can.
I mean, who knows where it's going? It might get to that. It might not.
Or you get a fine actually if
So
you
if you
leave.
don't get the vaccine. I mean, I don't. Yeah.
Then
Interesting.
term it like this. You don't if the vaccine ever comes out, you don't get it, then you're gonna get the Rona. Then you may
I
die.
don't want the Rona.
Then you
No, I
may
don't
die.
want the Rona.
So
Then you take it.
So why would I want to take the Rona into 2021?
Oh my God, it's almost
Nah.
2021, guys.
I
I
know.
mean, thank God we're alive. That's it. That's all you focus on.
Less
Don't
than
focus
4
on the
months to
negative.
go.
Don't focus on the fact that we've been in this Rona lockdown
September,
for 5 months.
September,
Look
October,
at how if I
November,
can't see the fingers.
Christmas.
Christmas. What is Christmas gonna be like? Actually,
Over
How was
FaceTime.
Christmas like before?
I mean,
It
you
was
just can't
fun.
spend it with families and friends and all
the
of
rush, the
Do you know-
shopping.
I
That
do
was
get it.
fun.
Oh,
We had
Boxing Day shopping.
that. I'm not really a big fan of that.
Yes.
I'd rather
I just
shop
go
online.
to go and give my eyes some food. Like I go and foju milonje, as we say in Yoruba. I go and people say window shop, but it's just weird. I go and give my eyes some food at the stores.
All right.
No, I love Boxing Day shopping, especially
Actually,
online.
I feel like that's a bit of a scam.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not really a
Yeah.
lot of percentage off
It
it.
actually isn't.
That-
No,
Do you
but
know how-
online it is. In stores it's not. I feel like in stores it gets more expensive actually.
Yeah.
Are you talking about online, like
Online
Australian
Boxing
stores
Day
online?
shopping.
Australian stores online or US
I
stores
don't check.
online?
I don't check Australian stores online. So
Yeah, exactly. I don't check Australian
It's
stores
expensive
online.
either way, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I feel like Boxing Day sales is a bit of a scam here because I don't
That's
see much
true.
of a difference. Maybe like $5, but like $5.
There really isn't much difference. Period.
And I feel like the only thing that they kind of use to draw people in is those big, what's the color? The yellow
Sign, yeah.
sale signs. I mean, honestly, it does pull me in because you know me, I love to shop on a bargain. No, I love the cheap.
yeah.
I love the cheap. So when I see the yellow, I go towards it. But then if I see the amount it was before, I'm like, that's not a bargain.
Yeah.
It's not.
Like if they say it was $50 and now you're saying it for like $45, huh? Even $40, huh? A bargain is if something was $50 and now it's $10 for 2 items.
Wow.
Okay, then you're really getting into it. Do you know what? I know we're talking
Are they
about
gonna make
bargains in
profit?
shopping, but you know what just popped into my mind is the amount of pregnancy that's happened this year. During
Speaking
this
of bargain and shopping.
Oh my god!
During
yes.
this whole Rona rather, and the amount of, just everything going on in the relationship as a couple.
Honest, I've been seeing a lot of pregnancy announcements and
Really? Wow.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Same, yeah. Especially on
That's quite
Instagram.
interesting.
Honestly, and do you think, I think about this as well, I'm like, do you wonder how many couples would think, I want to divorce after this because,
Whoa, Liz, you're just going there.
because
but it's
Rona
true.
has probably made them realize that I can't
Yeah,
do this
it's
because they're
true,
together
yeah.
24/7.
Ooh, Liz coming in.
Yeah,
Isn't
exactly. Yeah.
24/7, and you're just like, okay, I can't undo you. I just don't want to be with you anymore. Like, it just makes
Okay,
me
Liz,
wonder.
slow down.
No, it's just
Yeah.
something I've been thinking about. Yeah,
No,
you
Yeah,
it's
I
know?
true.
know. I've read that as well. And then also being myself in a relationship and married, it kind of puts the being in a confined space
Space.
24/7 with your partner, with a child, you have to work, lots of things going on, you see all the news and stuff. It creates a sense of stress on the relationship. But then at the end of the day, it's up to you as a couple, like
To work
you
it
two
out.
people, to work it out, like
Yeah.
bring the spark on again. What else? Trying fun things to do together to survive. So you go into
Like what?
survival
TikTok.
mode.
No, people have date nights. It's so cute. People have date nights.
Like what are the things you've been doing, Hanny, that's been helping you? Maybe help others
Yeah,
out
I've
there.
been very doing lots of DIY.
Ooh, as in together, you and your hubby?
And he isn't really. He's the one who would love to stay on the couch and watch you do it. So I'm not like,
What you doing?
Oh, you meant like finding things you enjoy doing.
you enjoy
and
doing,
just
yeah.
together. Right, gotcha.
Instead of
Right.
like sitting both, you both get miserable on the couch. I know there's not much amount of Netflix you're gonna watch. You get sick of even watching TV, or you get sick of scrolling
Actually,
through
yeah,
anything.
Of
So,
course.
like something, by the time you come from painting something, at least you've created that space, 2 hours, 3 hours space of you being in your own zone. And then when you walk back in the house, maybe that is
Things
something
change.
new to refresh. Yeah. So you move on slowly. There are some bumps and whenever in a relationship during this lockdown, but still, yeah, life goes on anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Being positive.
It
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah,
It's
and then-
definitely a tough time for people in relationship and for people that are married and all of that, because
Yeah, and children
Yeah.
and the little children, I feel for them. I feel for my little guy. Like today, he just jumps up and down and up and down. And today we were in the backyard. We're trying to fix up the backyard and started digging holes in the backyard. And it's like,
slowly.
I'm like, yes, boss, just be innovative. Yeah, find something to play here. We can't do anything. We can't go for a walk because it was raining a little bit.
I know, it's been raining a lot today as well.
Yeah, but anyways,
Yeah.
life is sucked
Oh.
up. But yeah.
Can I just say as well, I know I'm about to bring this to a bit of a sad situation. For those who in a relationship and you experience domestic violence, you can still, I'm just trying to find the information on my Insta, but I can't find it. I'll check my archive later. You can still text in for support. You know how before, like it was, you'd have to make a phone call, but now there's an option to actually still be able to contact domestic violence hotline without having to be too concerned about your significant other or your partner hearing what you're saying. So there's still different options. So we're going to put that link in the description of this bio. It doesn't matter where you're listening to it, it's going to be there, so just check it out.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, because we feel for our heart goes out to those who are experiencing those domestic violence right now, both men and women and everyone in between. Yeah.
Yeah, and then adding on that, I was reading something from the Premier Daniel Andrews page and stuff, like that, like, you know how we have the curfew here in Melbourne? However, when
Cafe? Curfew.
Curfew.
Oh,
Okay.
So
I heard
when-
cashew.
me too.
So when you're escaping domestic violence, it doesn't apply to you. So anytime,
Okay.
any day, you
Oh,
can still
wow.
leave the home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really great.
That's
Because
great.
that kind of
That-
support is really needed.
It really is, and that was one of the things that was the most. That was one of the main concern when this whole lockdown thing was being introduced a few months ago. There were, kids, who are experiencing abuse in the home. Vulnerable people, even elderly. For elder abuse and all of that. So it's really good that the government is really, put other measures in place and make sure that those avenues are not neglected. I mean, there's still a lot of holes in the system.
Of course,
but
yeah.
the main ones right now, they've been looked after, which is really good.
Yeah, that's good. It's definitely
Wow.
tough times for everyone, and especially those people that are struggling as well. So, but things will definitely get better.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
well, I sound
This year,
will get
I think this year will help a lot of people realize things and help us know how to handle things better. Things like that. So
yeah, especially like coming up with measures to be able to manage things well in advance.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
And just while we're touching on that as well, in terms of like depression, while you're at home, especially for us Victorians or whoever is in Melbourne, you're home 24/7. You can't really go out much based on the fact that there's also a curfew. So just remember, do things that make you happy so you don't feel like you're all alone. If you live by yourself, play music, read a book, get your mind active. Just do things that excite you. If it's that you film or if it's that you talk to family and friends, and just do that. So that way you're not in your head. Because honestly, I've been in that position where I just feel like I can't do this anymore. And it happens to everybody. And we just have to remember that things get better and we'll get there.
Yeah. Oh, can I say, you mentioned that, when I was talking to family, please, I beg you in the name of God, if it is family that is stressing you out,
Don't talk to
run,
them.
please, run. I understand if you live with them, I understand, but find something else to do, away from them. If it is them that is stressing you out, it doesn't matter.
Take out
Just
the
because someone
stress.
is related to you doesn't mean they can't stress you out and you're not allowed to
yeah.
take a break. Please. Because I know if you live with your family and they're stressing you out, you can love them from a distance, from the behind the wall of your room.
From a distance, yeah. I
From
know.
a distance, thank you. Challenge to that song, From a Distance.
Oh,
Love them
God.
from that. Thank you very much.
If you are going through depression or anything else, you should call in. So,
Yeah.
not here
Yeah.
to helpline or something. So, obviously not to us. We're not psychologists.
I mean, we do have professionals in the midst.
Yeah.
But I am not a psychologist.
No, I'm not a
Thank
psychologist.
you. Yeah. Oh, also, I mean, you can send us a message on Insta just to say, hey, how you doing? And then we say, hey, how you doing? And
Yeah, we
just
can check in.
Not
Yes.
not as a, like only message us when you're in trouble. Obviously, call the right people. I'm just saying, like, to have a social interaction. If you don't have people to have a social interaction with, feel free to contact us. No worries.
We will have you.
Yeah.
We
shall
have
talk.
you. We shall shock.
We shall talk.
We shall talk. Thank you. Okay, I know that we just kind of went a little bit heavy,
I
which is
know.
all right.
It's fine, yeah.
But in line with all of this, can we talk about like the ridiculousness of online dating, like relationships during this whole lockdown situation?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
Like the people, can I say? I mean, I feel like all of y'all have been like living vicariously through me with all this online dating because, I'm not the only
yes.
single one. Binti is also single as well, but you're not doing all of that. I'm the one who's putting myself through all of this nonsense, which I stopped, by the way, after this whole lockdown. And if I stop laughing, it's not a joke.
It is funny.
But like, why are people ridiculous, please? And by people, I mean men. Why are these men so ridiculous, please? Someone please answer me. When I say these men, by the way, for men who are listening,
Who are nice
that
ones?
are into that caliber of saying, not all men.
I know.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people that have had the call. I contact with. They're going to make me cry.
Those people. Those men don't think.
Are they even men, please? What is the definition of a man?
A man.
A man must
Because
be a
these
man.
these boys, they don't have fear of their life.
Do you know? We all
I'm
know.
telling you.
I mean, we all know what they're thinking about. We all know that. It's just one thing and one thing only. So they don't think.
I know they're thinking about one thing and one thing only, but it's Rona period. People are dying.
Literally.
We're in a pandemic. And all you're interested in is getting
Okay,
Your nanny.
Did you just say freaky?
Freaky.
And they're focusing on that. I read an article a few months ago when this all started. And these two people went to meet each other even during Rona. When it was, I mean, the cases are high now, yeah?
Yes.
But this was when it first, like, the flush of it came.
First started, yeah.
You know?
First wave, yep.
And they were, this was in the US, by the way. They had restrictions going on. They had all of that. And they still went out. And they caught COVID. I mean, not COVID. They caught it. They both caught it.
I hope they're still together.
No, they did. They're not together. They said if they did end up together, it would be a good story to tell the
But they
grandkids,
didn't.
no,
What a
not together.
waste.
I know. Also, I saw on TikTok. These people are in Australia. Actually, I think they're in Melbourne specifically. They went ahead and met like only about 2 or 3 months ago. Rona, whatever didn't happen to them, but the girl was allergic to one of the things the guy had eaten, and they were making out and all of that, and she had to go to emergency.
Wow, that's a very interesting story. Are they still together? I'm just curious.
Why do you keep asking
Because
this?
if you really risk all of that to go and meet someone, it must be worth it. If it's not worth
I know.
it, why do
I don't
it?
believe they're still together. I'm saying all of that to say, why are people? I mean, I understand that you want to find love, but majority of these people, it doesn't seem like it's mostly love they're after. They're after some sort of weird satisfaction. Why are you weighing, like, making your own feeling a high priority
I mean, look,
over people dying?
I mean, this is when you
It's
actually
selfish.
know that whoever you're in a relationship with, if they actually want to be in a relationship with you, because it will be testing times.
Mm-hmm.
You would know whether they want to see you because they want to see you or because they want something else from you. So, do not do online dating in Koro.
Yeah, and then also,
No, I
like, as a married person in the lockdown, a few things keeping me going as well is practicing gratitude in a sense that, yeah, like I was reading something and going through a lot of gratitude and mindfulness, and then I'm like, what am I grateful for the past 4 months? I'm like, I am lucky. I am grateful in that I am able to quarantine in a space where I have a full fridge full of full of food, in a sense.
Yeah.
I can eat 10 times a day.
Exactly.
So
You can also gain the weight.
so imagine a situation, you are stuck home with your significant other and your children, but you're unable to, there's the pressure economically, there's pressure mentally, and so on. So in this bit, that being said, so I'm like, I'm grateful. I'm quarantining with somebody I love, but we still have a few things to say. We may not be having, all the other things, but we have the food is there. We are able to go and work.
The shelter.
Yeah.
We're still working a full hours, 5 days a week. Sometimes we do overtime, which is still acceptable. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, gratitude, appreciating, like, yeah, at least it is.
That's important as well.
It's not bad as I think it is. You get what I mean? Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
And that's what I've been saying. Like, whenever I say this, people look at me because, I'm every time someone say, oh, 2020, honestly, I'm like, no. It's like, don't say that. You're alive. And then, for example, I'm going to call Binti out. Binti says a lot of the time, oh, gosh, I can't even go out. I wanted to. I'm like, Binti, what did you do before this?
Nothing.
You didn't really go out before this, so why are you complaining?
It's true, yeah.
But when your options are taken away from you,
I know, that's when you realize, oh, that was important.
Yeah,
But no, you have to then weigh it, like differentiate it.
Plus, I had
What
plans
was
for
I beforehand?
2020.
yeah,
so-
we all have
We have plans every
Yeah, I know.
year.
So see, I was trying to be more social this year.
Oh, we were supposed to go to New
What did you say?
Zealand.
You were trying to be social this year?
Yeah, in 2020. Yeah, I'm like, okay.
My plan was to go out, like go take myself out once in a while. I actually wrote it down. I said that I would go out once a month.
Oh.
It doesn't matter if I'm going with anyone. I would literally just go out or go to a cafe and edit videos there or whatever. I'll do that. Before Rona or whatever, everything else happened, I changed my mind. I said, why am I doing that? Why am I leaving my house to go and spend money outside?
Why did you change your mind? It's good.
Because of what I just
Yeah,
said.
exactly.
I'll have to find clothes to wear. I have to
Put on
spend money.
makeup.
I have to do all of that. And then I have to say hello to somebody that's just going to walk up to me randomly and say, hi, how are you doing?
Might take your order.
Oh, I mean, that kind of conversation I would like to have, not the other conversation. I'm not going to benefit me any other way. But yeah, but every time someone says, "Oh, 2020," I'm just like, no. Just focus on the fact that you're
still alive. Yeah, a few things. It shouldn't be so big, like, oh my God, I bought this giant thing, or I made a closed off a giant business deal, but just a few little things. I'm like, oh my God, I'm still breathing. I'm alive. I'm not in ICU. I'm not in a ventilator. Easy
Definitely
as
be
that.
We're going to
appreciated.
travel.
Yeah.
We're going to like go to 4 different countries.
We're gonna
this
go on
year.
road
I find that
trips
so funny.
that we
Why?
plan.
I mean, we were
Honestly,
saying that
nothing but
part.
plans. Honestly.
So many road trips and traveling.
We're gonna go to New Zealand. That was gonna be the first.
Hong Kong.
Liz wanted to go to Japan.
Yes.
And then US was the place I really want. I was planning my suitcase, money, only taking a few
Shopping.
clothes so I can come back with makeup products because this brand out here and not looking after me.
I know.
And then February hit. Boom.
God,
That's not happening.
I have so many road trips that I want to do that are on my phone that I've been planning with them that we should go and do. And we had actually planned one, but I think there was another restriction.
National second
Yeah.
lockdown. Yeah.
Where were we gonna go?
Gippsland.
Gippsland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I planned it. I was so excited. I was already planning my outfit in my head.
And I got put into lockdown.
Yeah, and Esther got put into lockdown at suburb, and I was like, great. I want all of us to go. So that didn't happen. So now here we are.
Here we are. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Anyway.
It has been fun though. Lockdown has been fun actually.
Yeah. What's been fun about it for you now that you're saying it's been fun?
Me?
You're the one
Oh
who's
my
been
God, it's so
complaining.
bad. But I've literally been on Netflix. I thank Netflix. I've been binge watching most of this shows.
I'm bored with Netflix.
Honestly.
Honestly,
Are you still on that?
I'm saying
I
because
am.
of Netflix.
I'm out of things to watch. I don't know how Binti's finding things to watch.
Oh, cartoons, Liz.
Oh,
Animes.
I mean, I watch cartoons everywhere else, like The Simpsons, America. They're not even back on. But
No.
I only remembered again that I haven't really been on Netflix when I got a notification that they charged me $9.99. I was like, right.
I'm not
Come
even
on,
using
you're
it.
spending money. Use it.
I know, I forgot.
Like, all I'm watching on there right now is just Korean shows, K-dramas all the way.
See?
I'm
That's
rewatching a
something.
lot of them. So,
K-dramas on
You're
Netflix.
rewatching? I
Yeah,
don't think I
they're
can
on
rewatch
Netflix,
K-drama.
I mean, you're
Interesting.
missing. They're
I
on
didn't
Netflix.
know.
What?
I just-
They are.
I know I'm not missing. I mean, I just don't have I can't find my glasses most of the time.
What?
And then I'll have to sit and watch, like, to be able to. I wish I could understand Korean. I wish I could understand it. But the fact that I need to sit there and read it.
No, but once
you know,
the more you watch it, the
It
more
does
you can
hurt,
actually. I play it, and sometimes I walk away from it, and I have an idea of what they're saying. I know I'm just still trying to make a full sentence. I can say my name, but I know the basic.
Download the
Hello.
apps. I love it.
I've got the apps.
I mean, we still use the app for
Yay.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Annyeonghaseyo.
Oh, I got back to learning Spanish actually.
Washewo.
So
Chai jinesoyo. That's how have you been?
I saw what are you saying?
She's just cursing herself.
I transfer it to Yoruba.
Oh my God.
I translate it to Yoruba. Transfer. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God. It works too.
Your
It works
English
too.
went with the Rona.
Honestly, the English be gone.
Yes.
Anyway, wow, that was a sign.
So that is our episode for today. Hopefully you join us next time on our second episode. You can listen to us
Our
on
third.
Oh, there you go. Our third episode. You can listen to the podcast everywhere. I think it is on YouTube, Spotify,
SoundCloud.
iTunes, SoundCloud. And don't forget to follow our Instagram page and also our YouTube page.
Which is Legally Melanin Podcast. You can't miss it.
Oh, also
You
please
can't.
hit the subscribe button
Yes.
on anywhere where you're listening to the podcast. You can click follow on SoundCloud. You can click subscribe on Apple Podcasts. You can click follow or subscribe on Spotify.
comment down below, leave a review, yes, and send in topics. Thank you so much for listening. You've been listening to Legally Melanin podcast, and join us next time.
Once again, this is Hanny.
This is Esther.
This is Liz.
And this is Binti.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao, Bella.